Welcome to JSA TV and JSA Podcast, the newsroom for telecom and data center professionals. I'm Laura Noland from JSA. Joining me today is Marshall Lerner, CEO and founder of GIR. Marshall, welcome to JSA TV.
Glad to be here. Thanks, Laura.
Marshall, I've heard a lot about GIR recently, and I know this week has been a monumental one for you and your team as you officially launched GIR to the world. Can you tell our viewers more about GIR and how it was conceived?
Sure. GIR is it's basically a spinoff. So one of my other companies is we operate. We're pretty convinced it's the largest NetSuite e-commerce website in existence. They won't confirm it, but we know it's one of the largest. And so this other company, we have been running NetSuite e-commerce now for about 7 years. We're one of the first adopters of Suite Commerce Advanced. So this company, we run its manufacturing, wholesale, and retail, and we run the entire company on NetSuite and NetSuite e-commerce. So Suite Commerce Advanced, at the time we adopted it, we knew the advantages of running the whole company off of a United platform. But we were one of the early adopters. So we had to build our own team to support Suite Commerce Advanced. And over the years, we got pretty good at it. And being a serial entrepreneur, really is about 2 years ago, the first thought of this came into my mind. How do we build a team large enough so that we've got a resource available to do whatever we wanted to do? It's not practical to do that. Because you'd always need an expert in this area, or an expert in SEO is a good example. But when you need one, you need one. So came up with the concept of what if we spin it off, create a larger team than we need for our own needs, and start taking on other customers. And we, again, saw the need for this because there's many companies running NetSuite ERP. And NetSuite, Suite Commerce, and Suite Commerce Advanced, newer products, and there wasn't the support network out there. And we said, we've really become experts at it by necessity and pretty good at it. Let's go out there and focus on Suite Commerce and Suite Commerce Advanced, supporting companies that want to either upgrade or implement it initially for the first time. So that's how we get started.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, let's dig a little deeper, Marshall. So you mentioned you specialize mainly in NetSuite, NetSuite Commerce, and Suite Commerce Advanced. So how does your team apply expertise in this area to solve some of the most challenging issues facing businesses looking to either migrate or upgrade their e-commerce capabilities? How do you come to them with a solution?
Well, we've lived it. So, I mean, that's the advantage of having a team that's a spinoff. And it's still currently, obviously, that sister company is the biggest customer. So you've got a very experienced startup that's lived through all the challenges, the challenge of how do you run a B2B site and a B2C site off of one database, right? We've lived through that. We've done it. How do you do customization? So not everybody needs customization. There's two Suite Commerce solutions. There's Suite Commerce Basic, if you don't need a lot of customization, but you want a website that's integrated with your NetSuite ERP. And then Suite Commerce Advanced, where we've done many customizations. One of the newest ones is advanced search algorithms. So, I mean, we've lived it, and that's the advantage of it. Also, because we run a company that does manufacturing, wholesale, and retail, we understand how it needs to connect to NetSuite ERP. So again, we've lived it, we have the expertise, and we have the team that's done it at a very large scale. So now we're ready to help other customers do the same thing.
Well, Marshall, it's easy to see that buyers and sellers are shifting to digital options over face-to-face because of safety, speed, and convenience. It's changing times we're in. Can you tell us more about how GIR helps businesses prepare for the future so that they can continue to scale and grow in this ever evolving e-commerce landscape?
Well, I think because we've had such wide experience that we can we can be a consultant and implement. So, again, over the years, we've used partners to help do certain projects. And there's a difference between going and saying, we want you to make it do this versus help us find best practices when it comes to e-commerce, both B2B, B2C. And how does that relate to our current ERP systems? So clearly, with COVID, the shift to digital just accelerated. And so you have many companies that knew they needed to do more in these areas, and now they're actually doing it, or they're saying we've got to do it. We can't be caught, not prepared, or we can't, the best example is we've got B2B companies that now say we need a B2C component. Right? There's just no reason not to in today's world. So we understand that because we've done it and we've lived it.
Well, Marshall, as you continue to help other companies grow and scale their e-commerce brands, you've actually created one of the top e-commerce brands in the world. So how will you apply that success to grow GIR?
The same thing. I mean, we can help customers understand, how this can help their business, right? We're not just a software solution partner. We can be a partner in how do these things apply to your business to grow your business. Again, because we've done it, we understand. I'll keep mentioning SEO because it's just so critical, right? So we understand that. We understand email marketing and how it relates to e-commerce. We understand the B2B world, and we understand companies, especially. This is a big segment that's come out of COVID. Companies that have been strictly B2B that now know they need a B2C component. We understand that because we've done it, and we've done it for the last 5 years, right? And that sister company has a branded product that we sell ourselves, but we also sell it to other dealers. So the world is changing. The worlds of competitors are now partners. There's business relationships that didn't exist before. And so again, by living it and enjoying it and thriving in that kind of world, we can help other companies enter that type of space that, in many cases, they never thought made sense before. But again, there's a lot of things that changed. A lot of things that COVID has accelerated to change. And a lot of spaces won't go back to the way they were. And so we've thrived on being agile and looking for the opportunities, and now we can apply that skill to other companies.
Well, Marshall, where can our viewers go for more information to keep up with the latest and greatest from GIR? GRsoftwareservices.com is the website. You'll find more about the services we offer. And you can contact us there. And, again, clarify again, our focus is for companies that are already running NetSuite ERP that want to enhance their digital e-commerce experience. And we understand too, again, you'll see more down on the website, the advantage of running that integrated solution that at a very high level wasn't available before Suite Commerce Advanced was introduced. So again, stop with the commercial, but you can find more on our website. Go check them out and connect with Marshall and team. Well, thank you so much for your time here today, Marshall. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Enjoyed it.
And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to JSA TV and JSA Podcasts. Happy networking.